So new developments are happening every day since the war began between Iran and America. Now the significant development is that maybe Chinese were helping Iranians to attack on his American bases because American bases were hit significantly on the target in Oman, Qatar, UAE, and Saudi. And we know that there are 20 to 25 soldiers has been killed and executed. New York Times reported that President Trump had said privately that if intel is true that Chinese were somehow involved in helping Iranians, then he would impose 50% tariff on Chinese good coming into United States of America. Now this conflict is in early stages, but knowing President Trump, he can escalate it at any time, any moment. Again, President Trump is sort of a president who always used power tactics and oppressive tactics to somehow bring the enemy on its knees. But Chinese are saying that we absolutely denied this and this is rubbish. There is no reality or no substance in this information. But there is a point that we can discuss and somehow trivialize the situation that Iranians in early days, in first week or second week, they were not significant in this war. They were not accurate and they were not exactly hitting the target. But since the war was evolving, we saw that Iranians were becoming more significant and lethal. Now we don't know that whether they were helped or their hand was pushed by the is Chinese or not, or they were having a satellite access. Now why this argument has a lot of significance, because historically it is China that has provided a lot of weapons to Iran and Iraq. During the war in Iraq, it was China, then President Xiaoping, then he said that we will be supplying the weapons to other countries, and it was Iran and Iraq that were using weapons from the China. And in 1987, when Iranians actually bombed the Americans during Reagan administration, those missiles and those bombs were also being created, or those bombs were also made by the Chinese. So there is a lot of history involved in this argument. At least as of now, it seems that it is just a push from Americans to somehow take the response out of Chinese. Maybe it is just a tactic to see how Chinese are reacting on this situation. But by the time we would find out that there is some significance, because Chinese have a lot of interest in this conflict, because they are the largest oil purchaser from this Strait of Hormuz, and since it is close, Chinese have a lot of constipation on this, because they have one of the biggest supply chain in the world, and that supply chain always needs energy, oil, gas. So as soon as the situation develops, there is a lot of speculation comes, and President Trump seems to be very crazy on such things, because he has already put in his private gatherings that he will put significant tariffs on Chinese because they are betraying us behind. And knowing President Trump, he has already said that we have won the war, naval is gone, army is gone. Now he will use it. Maybe he will use this as an excuse that Chinese are involved in this conflict as well. We have already seen that Victor Gao, who said that if somehow Israelis deployed any nuclears, then Israel would be wiped out from the planet Earth. Now Chinese has nothing to do with the Israel, at least in this conflict, same like Americans has nothing to do with the Iranians in this conflict. But whenever there is a war, there always have some powers that comes into the conflict, and then that war spreads and escalates in every part of the world. So we can only hope that something or such developments has no significance. But since it is coming from one of the reputable organizations like New York Times, which President Trump hates, but still it has a lot of significance. And if it's true, then the situation will be different than what we are seeing today. Then maybe peace talks will also fail. And as of now, negotiations are going on and looking somehow successful. But we can only hope that no such things, or no such power tactics or no such blaming and accusations actually violate what other regions and other countries are trying to bring the peace in the region. Let's see what happens. Well, we will be keep posting on this.